So I was working with a hypnotist, an artist named Marcos Legends.
Stavo lavorando con Hypnotist.
We were hypnotizing people. This is actually in Sicily, in Erice.
Stavo lavorando con l'ipnosi insieme ad un altro artista.
We asked people like you
in Sicilia, dove abbiamo chiesto a persone come voi
to tell us how they imagined the space of their mind.
Di raccontarci come immaginavano lo spazio della loro mente.
So that we could make virtual worlds out of it.
In modo da poter poi creare un mondo virtuale.
And this hypnotized person and other people would go into this machine.
Quindi queste persone ipnotizzate, ma anche altre persone, venivano invitate a entrare in questa macchina.
And they would navigate through these virtual worlds made of the mind.
E qui potevano navigare nel mondo virtuale creato dalla loro mente.
Tighter, it's different, completely stiff and rigid, as if you were made of metal, as if you turned into a different substance, as if your whole body had turned into something else, as if you were made of metal, and that's good, totally relaxed on the inside, and on the outside, completely stiff and rigid, completely stiff and rigid, everywhere, every nerve, muscle, fiber, it's completely stiff and rigid now. Completely stiff and rigid, everywhere, every nerve, muscle, fiber, completely stiff and rigid, every nerve, muscle, fiber, completely stiff and rigid, inside, completely relaxed, stiff and rigid, incredibly stiff and rigid now, as if your whole body was made of steel, as if you were made of aluminum, incredible stiff material inside, and your pores and muscles, and everywhere inside of your brains, your nerves, your neurons, everything about you is stiff and rigid as if you were made of a inert substance. And it's perfect because you're so relaxed on the inside. And as you're so relaxed on the inside, that's good. And we can see how the mind configures itself. And as the mind configures itself into different materials and modulates into different substances, you can take a deep breath now, because you know you can become other things. And as you
So the person gets hypnotized, we take him through various other steps. Eventually he gets put in the machine, he opens his eyes, but he's still hypnotized. He has a joystick, obviously there's a camera inside this thing. He has headphones and his own screen and so on. And he starts navigating through these worlds. And this is in a 1,000-year-old church.
La persona ipnotizzata veniva, come già detto, invitata poi a entrare in fasi successive del nostro esperimento in questa macchina. Aveva avuto un joystick col quale poteva navigare nella realtà virtuale della propria mente.